Hey everyone, my name is Odds. Welcome back to the channel for Meta Monday, your weekly look at the past tournament and metagame involvement in Mechabellum. So first off the bat, I kind of want to apologize because I missed last week. It just slipped my mind. I had no other reason other than that. So really quickly, we're going to go over 141 weekend tournaments. And then we're gonna do 142. And we're gonna watch a replay from that and talk about the game. So let's jump into it real quick. So last week we had ERS taking the win in the Asian region. Only Fangs coming in second, and 201 coming third. Only Fangs haven't seen in a while, and I don't know who ERS is, but I have seen this portrait used. Yeah, cool. Good job, guys. And then in the European region, we have Mathesmite taking the win, Dachshund coming in third, and then finally for the Americas region, Sparty taking the win, Snuffs in second, and Rendash in third. Congratulations, guys. Sparty, big congratulations also. You know, it's hard to win a tournament while also taking care of a new baby, so yeah. Extra effort involved there. So no replays of that, unfortunately. Sorry, I missed that last week. But we're going to jump into 142. So we have Mathesmite taking the win in the... Oh, hang on. Sorry. In the region, the Asian region, Mathesmite taking the win. Last Zepp in second and a 201 player in third. Mathesmite doubling up in the European region. Coming first, Apuchi second and Raven in third. And then in the Americas region, we actually have Egophobic taking the win out of Apuchi and Punisher coming in third. So Apuchi second in both, Mathesmite first in two. But yeah, Egophobic taking the win there. So congrats, guys. For this week's replay, we're actually going to look at Mathesmite versus Keppels. Who Keppels ended up, actually 5-2, surprising. But this was a good game. This was the second last game of the tournament here for Mathesmite. And I think this game kind of showcases a little bit of what I've been noticing in the meta. And maybe you guys agree with me, maybe not. But I feel like Fortress is pretty damn good. I don't think there's much that stops the Fortress once it gets levels in this game. Even classic counters like Melter don't stand a chance. You basically have to go for Abyss. And then the tankiness of the Fortress is so high that it's like incredibly difficult to even get. Basically, you can keep like a Melter or anti-air units behind the Fortress and just shell away at the Abyss. So like, even if you have an Abyss, it doesn't really mean that you win either. It's incredibly difficult. So in this game, we're not going to see Abyss, but we're going to see Melter trying to counter the Fortress. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Fortress is a very good place. Very strong unit right now, I'll say that. So we have a headbutt right away. I'm actually going to swap the camera around, so we're going to be watching from Mathesmite's perspective here. And because we're in a headbutt right away, Math goes into that Wraith. So smart play. Math is Typhoon spec, Keppels is Fortified spec. And we had the unit drop here, Steel Ball chosen for Keppels, and then Double Marksman for Mathesmite. Math, I guess, kind of expecting the possibility of a Wraith being picked up in turn 2. So it goes for the Marksman, but Keppels goes for the Balls, which if you're going to go, you know, Wraith Ball, like that's a thing too. But do we see a Wraith? No, it doesn't look like it. I think, yeah, Keppels only sold the tower this turn, so still has one tower, meaning not quite enough money to get the Wraith and the Balls going without missing a deploy. So this game is just going to be a wash. It's important though to not give levels to the Wraith. Looks like it's not going to level here, so that's at least something going for Keppels here. But yeah, going to be losing this round. We see defense here with the Fangs, right? Like sometimes you can see like Wraiths like doing flanks on turn 2, which is not uncommon as well. But I think in the headbutt, just going right away for that Wraith is good. And trying to get levels. Like if you get the Wraith first, you can get levels first. You can maybe get 8 gun or something first. Like in a headbutt, 8 gun I think is a bit better than range. Just because that extra damage and helps gain those levels. So improved Tarantula taken from Keppels, actually really strong card. And Mathis might taking improved firepower, immediately throwing that on the Wraith. Very good. Now, this is an interesting pick, the improved Tarantula, because we're in a headbutt. We're against Sabers. Improved Tarantula with the increased splash range. Maybe that's enough to help out in the headbutt here, but it's also going into the Sabers. We still don't want them to get shot by the Sabers, so it's going to be a bit tricky here. This is a good position, though. Like, often you'll see crawlers along the side in the headbutt here, just taking shots. So right away, like, this tarantula will be ready. But we don't see that. And let's see how this works out here. We actually still don't have anti-air. Is Keppel just trying to win the ground and then worry about the Wraith after? I mean, it looks all right, right? He's winning the ground, winning the chaff war and everything. And if we had some units that could shoot up, then perhaps next round this will be good. So Keppel's just trying to set up a bit. Level on the Saber is very important too. Like, look how much it slows things down. I mean, the tower as well, obviously, but Wraiths don't do very good at dealing with high HP units. But what they do have going for them is that they don't usually all get locked onto one unit because it rotates and the guns move around. They move in and out of range and can often just change targeting. Each of the guns has its own individual target. Absorption mod. Oh god, that was quick. Okay, so Absorb mod is really good on Wraith, but we actually just go right for the Ion Blast here. Oh, anti-interference. Okay. On that Wraith. Actually, I like that a lot because what's going to happen is Math loses the tower. This Wraith is still going to be cooking. But, yeah, Keppel's going hard on that Ion Beam. 550. Are we going to see anything else to help deal with these Wraiths, or are we just relying on that Ion Beam to take them out? And it looks like there's no money for shields or anything. I don't think Math was expecting a level 4 Ion. This could come back. Okay, a bit more chaff here. Still nothing that shoots up. What are we seeing here? Oh, wow, nice. Okay, we do have some Phoenix. Nice beacon, though. This is gonna dodge if there was an Ion. Yo, that Saber stayed alive, tanking that extra shot. That's pretty brutal. A lot of overkill there. But wow, yeah, with that Ion, that's looking pretty good. And now we've got some air units left. There's some Wasps. But no, that's not gonna be enough. What? The Saber turned. It was so close. Oh my god. That's terrible. So Keppel's loses 400 damage there. That stings. I don't know why those guys turned around. They should have shot that tower. Javelin offered now, just everyone going for spells. Yeah, this is a huge one here too. Might be able to dodge it. Yeah, Matt's going to go for the dodge. Knows it's going to come here. I think, yeah, speed also very important to try and dodge. I think the Wraith will get out of the way, but it looks like the Saber probably going to die. And we're just going to go for another Wraith. Nice crawler on the flank, going to be distracting this Phoenix. And quick tech for Mech Rage on the Tarantula. Don't need range if we're at a headbutt, right? But Mech Rage could help quite a lot. Looks like we're going to try to dodge again. Are we going to get temp speed? Might need temp speed. I mean, the speed from Mech Rage is going to help that Tarantula stay alive. Maybe we don't need temp speed. It's not enough money. Could sell a wall, but not really worth it. Yeah, lots of stuff dying there. Yeah, selling that wall would be bad. Okay, so tarantulas. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the air, so and actually these wasps are going to be really annoying, tanking shots, so that these Phoenix cannot get good locks. What do we got here? Level 2 tower. Yeah, we might need a way to deal with these wasps. Keppels might need a way to deal with the wasps in order to get locks on these Wraith. It's, yeah, getting a little hairy. Oh, did you see that? AA pickup on Tarantula. Heck yeah, that's going to do awesome here. So that covers the air chaff. And then we've got air single target. We've got rhinos picked up for both sides here. We're going to see a nice little flank move. Not flank, but like aggression on the other side. Coming from Keppels, and then Mathis might just saying, you know what, I'm just going to come right from the middle here and go to this tower. Also, importantly, the crawler here to pull that Fang away. The Rhino should be able to get in, no problem. Math thinking that, you know, the headbutt here, they're looking good. This is, tower's only level 1, so who's going to be faster? I think the Rhino... It's tough. This one's in a straight line. This one is a bit faster, closer to the line. Looks like Keppel's gonna get the first tower. That's gonna help a lot with these Phoenix. When the debuff ends, there it goes. Phoenix are gonna get shot down. Rhino turning for one crawler. Okay, the timing might actually work out for Keppels here. All the units are going to get closer, and then we can get the tower. And this guy can shoot up, but is it going to be enough? These are high health. Maybe we can get the one? Alright, so saves 300 damage or so. Are they 300 or 250? I can't remember now. I think they got changed. I think they're 250. Additional deploy offered. Immediately taken by Mathis Might. Another mobile beacon could be interesting. If Keppels take it, you can beacon this one, you can beacon this one, both. Looks like a skip. Keppels using the beacon to come back to protect, and also going for the Melter. Melter's a great way to deal with these Wraiths as well. We do have range, we have 8-gun available. Melter's just like, you know, it's a little bit weak to like this level 3 Saber. But it is well protected. We've got a lot of things in the way here. And then this Rhino should be able to come back after. Oh gosh, yeah, this beacon is actually going to be really bad. Bad for Keppels, I mean. This is a great beacon. Nope. Okay, we're gonna just get the Rhino in here on the left. Just skirt by. Nope. Okay. Can't decide what to do here. Adding the Rhino. Okay, but Keppel sold out of this one and is retreating. This feigned aggression here. Now it's coming back. It's actually forcing a lot of deploys and movement from Mathis Might onto the left. That might be good for this Melter. Maybe we can get the Melter to get some locks, get some levels. Melter with high level is nearly unkillable. We do get that lock. Crawlers coming into the tower, but they're not going to survive. It's a level 2 tower as well. And this is looking pretty good for Keppels here. Just minus this tower, timing possibly. Oh, it's perfect. It's fine. It's fine. Melter survives. But there's no chaff clear, and there is a fair bit of crawlers with this Rhino. Oh my god, it gets a lock. Okay. Oh, just 1 HP. It stays alive. Oh, that's bad luck. Okay, Fortress offered. Here we go. And hang on. It's a level 2 Fortress. Both players pick it. Fortress is the king of the late game. Oh my god. Like, look at this. So, Ion is back. With a level 2 Fortress with barrier, that's 80,000 HP barrier. A normal barrier is only 40. So this can do a lot protecting against that Ion. And you might as well get another, another barrier that you get every turn. It's crazy, this positioning, actually. The barrier, or sorry, the Fortress is being put right in front of this level 2 Melter. We're going to get more crawlers here to distract. Another one in the way here. And then a Wraith on the side, just in case this turn or next turn there's going to be crawlers here. Then the Fortress won't be so distracted. Double teching the Fortress. We've got range as well. This is so expensive. Did he sell something? He sold out of the Rhino here, I guess. We do have that other Fortress. Here we go. Ion on the left. It looks not super great here. Melter gets a lock on that fort. This Melter is like under attack here by all these crawlers. But the Melters are doing pretty good. The Ion not the best, but this might be okay for Keppels. 1 HP on this Tarantula. Level 2 tower. Level your towers, guys. That's how you win games. Gotta be at least level 2 towers. Oh my god, this Fortress. Alright, so was that a throw? Getting the Fortress into the Melter? We'll have to see. I mean, you guys know who wins here, I guess, but... like, to me, like, traditionally, this seems like kind of crazy, right? What? Like, I don't know, a long time ago, you would see Melters used purposefully to kill the Fortress. But nowadays, it's not so cut and dry. The Fortress can counter it back. With the range, it does so much damage. Even if you pick up energy absorption, it's debatable, because if the Melter is locked on anything except for the Fortress, it's not going to live. If it is locked onto the Fortress still has, a few seconds to out DPS it before the full charge of the beam will give a lot of HP through that energy absorption to keep it alive against the Fortress. So like high level Fortresses just kind of outscale. Because you can just like tap like quickly, it does like tons of HP. We've even got launcher overload now. This is perfect. This is like, yeah, range launcher overload is actually like the Melter killer. It's crazy. Okay, so Ion, Jav, sorry, not Ion, EMP, Jav, both sides. This Jav looks really good. Are we gonna hit both Melters? Oh, just barely missed that one. But the Fortress takes it out with one tap. Melter gonna lock here on this Fortress. Rhino dies like immediately. Fortress is tanking quite a lot here. And it just like, look at these tarantulas. Boom. Dies in like less than a second almost. And it gets like tons of XP here. It's almost level 3. If we could turn and hit this guy, nope. Couple's kind of turning this around, but you gotta believe in the fortress. And land cruiser picked up, increasing that range and keeping it down on the ground. Is that good? So the thing is, it also increases the attack interval by half a second, so it's gonna shoot more slowly. But I guess that means the range, it's gonna keep, yeah, okay. So the fortress will be in front of the Wraith. Looking at the range down here, 165 meters versus 135. So maybe that'll keep the Wraith back and safe from these melters. You often see this when there's like a lot of anti-air tech to kill them. And we do have anti-air on Tarantula. I don't know if that's really like that effective against these high level Wraiths. That like keeping them on the ground is worth it. But it may be that it keeps them on the ground behind the other units. So they're not going to move forward. So they stay alive against the melters. Let the fortresses tank. And there's just so many now. Look, this guy, we're shooting that high level melter. It does not survive. Level 3 fortress just cannot be killed. Once they get this high, it's like, it's so cost ineffective to deal with them. It's so much HP. 150k HP, you know, 100,000, 100,000, 50,000. And it's just too much. And Keppel's just cracks under the pressure. Too many fortresses. And like, you know, Keppel's did right here, right? He's got the energy absorption. There's so many tarantulas. And remember, these are improved tarantula. You'd think that they could kill the chaff quickly enough that we could get the melter to get locks. What do we got? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got like 9 improved tarantulas. 6 wraiths. And on this side, I mean, like, sorry, 9. So 7 on this side, 1, 2, 3, and only 4 on this side. So 7 to 4 in terms of chaff clear here. Tarantula versus the wraith. And even still, like that's not enough. As I've said many times, the wraith is king of the headbutt. There's just like, there's no way to clear chaff as efficiently as 8-gun. And then once the chaff is gone, these fortresses are just popping the tarantulas. And then I guess the chaff clear is gone. And then the melters get their locks. Or sorry, the melters can't get their locks. Then the melters are under threat from the fortress too. So, interesting game. What did you guys think of that? Have you guys been seeing fortresses a lot in your games? I feel like I've been seeing them a lot. And like even in traditionally, like I don't normally pick the fortress, but I'm going out of my way to pick it in games that even if I'm not sure that it's a good pick, with levels, it just kind of works like in pretty much any position. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.